So today we are looking at the CachyOS 24.08.18 version. So here is the boot menu. So let me quickly boot it in the live boot. Click enter. So it's going to take 2 or 3 minutes for the booting process. And also CachyOS is a Linux distribution which is based on Arch Linux. And the default Linux kernel is heavily optimized using the BOR, which is a burst oriented response enhancer. And also it has a lot of desktop environments available for the CachyOS. And also it has the built-in browser, which is Cachy-Browser. So these are all the already seen things in the previous version in my channel. So these are all the things which you get in the CachyOS. And also let's talk about the CachyOS system requirements. So the minimum requirements you need to have is 3 GB of RAM and 30 GB of hard disk. And also you need to have 1 GHz processor with a HD graphics card and a monitor, and also the internet connection. And also for the best performance, the recommended requirements are like you need to have like a 4 GB of RAM, 50 GB of hard disk, and x86 64 version 3 supported processor, and also 50 Mbps or better internet connection. And the final one is a new NVIDIA card, which is a 900 plus, or the AMD graphics card, or an Intel. So these are all the recommended requirements you need for the CachyOS. So the latest version is 24.08.18. So this is the latest version. So it's still taking a lot of time. So I think it will be like a 3 minutes maximum to boot up the desktop layout. So let's wait and see how much of time it's going to consume. I'm going to mention as soon as the desktop layout is loaded. So let's wait and see. So here is our desktop layout loaded. So it took 4 minutes to load up the desktop layout. So the basic new changes in this version is the KDE Plasma version, which is 6.1.4, and the Mesa 24.2.0, and the NVIDIA 560.31.2, and you also get the latest kernel, which is a 6.10.5 kernel. So these are all the basic changes in this version, but I'm going to show all the changes. So these are all the main changes, and there is no other than these changes. So I'm going to show all those things. So let's first check the welcome screen version. So you get the 0.14.8. Let's close it. So here you can launch the installer, but we are going to get all the information first, then let's see all those things. So before that, let's check the hardware specs. Not the hardware specs, let's try to open like let's first change the display settings. So I forgot that there will be no system monitor in the CachyOS. I forgot that, so that's the reason there is like a bit of stuttering while talking. So let's first change the display settings. Let me find the display settings. So there is already a video posted in the morning, so like a few hours ago. You should be seeing those videos in the channel. So let's first change the display settings. Let me find the display here. Here it is. So my monitor is a 1920 into 1080 with a 16:9 ratio. Let's click apply. Let's keep it. Let's check the about the system. So let's find it. So there is no about the system here. Let's try to find it. So there is no about the system, as you can see. That's weird. So let's open the browser, the CachyOS browser or the Cachy-Browser. So it's a built-in browser from the CachyOS. So let's wait. So this is the latest version of the kernel. So the latest version available right now is a 6.10.5 in the official website. You can see that. I'm going to show you that also. And also the KDE Plasma version is also the latest. So I'm going to show all those things, the basic changes in this version, which is 24.08.18 is the version. You need to download that version if you want the latest version. So about Cachy, here is the version. So this is the latest version of the Firefox, which is 129.0.1, and also it's based on the Firefox browser. So the Cachy-Browser is based on the Firefox. So here is the version. So let me type in about support. The version you get is a 129.0.1. So distribution ID CachyOS.org, and the Linux kernel you get is a 6.10.5-1. So I'm going to show you the Linux kernel version, which is a latest version. Just type in like a Linux kernel and hit enter. The first link will be the official website of the kernel. So here you can see the latest stable version is a 6.10.6. So I forgot that the new release is the new Linux kernel is released today, so that's the reason I forgot that. So in the morning video I showed that version, but right now it's 6.10.6. so you just 1 point away from the latest version, but you are still getting the latest version, so that's a good thing. And also the RC4 version is 6.11. so these are all the kernels with some of the information. And also end of life is 6.9.12. so these are all the information for the kernel. So let's close and let's get back to the our browser information and also the distro information. So the operating system you get is a Brisa Dark at Vita. And also I forgot to mention that I'm using 8 GB of RAM for my virtual machine. So I'm running it on a virtual machine, and the disk space is 9.9 GB, and my CPU is i5 1240p. And also I'm using the 60 GB of virtual disk for the VMware. So these are all the some of the information, like a picture-in-picture information, like a version and all those things. You just need to pause the video and read everything. So you should be getting all the information right here. You just need to pause the video. So the window protocol, right now we are using the X11, and the desktop environment you already know that it's KDE Plasma. So when you scroll it down, you should be also seeing some other information, as you can see. So just pause the video and read everything, or you can change the playback speed in the YouTube settings to see everything in a slow-mo. Just change the playback speed to 0.25, which will be default 1.0, and you should be seeing everything in a slow-mo. So let's now get to the official website. Let's type in CachyOS and hit enter. The first link, whatever search engine you use, the first link will be the official website. So here is the CachyOS. It says the older version, but I'm going to show you the latest version. Let's first go to the website. So you can directly type in like a CachyOS.org in the search bar in order to go to the official website directly, or else you can just type in CachyOS. The first link will be the official website. So here is some of the information designed to deliver lightning fast speed and stability, ensuring a smooth. So don't believe anything on the websites or anyone says. You just need to test it on your own and decide whether it's faster or not. So it's always depends on the personal experience. So always try it on your own. Don't even listen to my words. You just need to try it on your own and decide whether it's fast or not. You decide and you judge whether it's fast Linux distro or not. So these are all the features and all the other informations you get from the official website. So you should be getting all those other desktop environments and customization, surf the web safely with efficiently with the CachyOS browser. So these are some of the information. You can just read it from here, or else you can just go to the official website and read everything. So fast and secure, you can download the ISO from here. So I downloaded the ISO file from the source forge. Let's let me show you all those things also. Let's go to the blog. So here is the version of the version we are using is right here, which is August, which is 24.0818 version. So here is the other changes and information. So you can just read it from here. So the latest NVIDIA Beta driver 560. Scroll it down. You should be seeing all the information, and also it's based on Arch Linux. So just read it from here, or else you can just go to the official website and get all the information. So here you can see the features, desktop, NVIDIA, mirrors. So you just need to ignore the mirrors because we can download it from anywhere. So these are all the informations. So main things are like CachyOS kernel you get is a 6.10.5, Mesa 24.2.0, Plasma version is a 6.1.4, and NVIDIA is 560, which I mentioned everything in the beginning of the video when the booting process. So these are all the bug fixes. So it's not a major changes, but you should be getting the latest version, so that's the good thing. Here are the available mirrors. As you can see, it's from the SourceForge. When you scroll it down, you should be seeing the handheld. Let's go and download from the SourceForge. I'm going to download from the USA. So it says not found. Just remove. Let's go to the SourceForge directly and hit enter. Here is the first link, and search here, like for example CachyOS, and the CachyOS will be right here. So whatever the Linux history you want, you just need to search here, and you should be getting all the information, like it's based on Arch Linux, heavy optimization, other information will be right here. So the desktop environments available will be the KDE Plasma, Qtfish, and the i3, GNOME, OpenBox, Wayfire, XFCE, LXQT, BSPWM. So you should be getting all the information from the website as well as the SourceForge also. So here are the features, here are the screenshots, and also you should be seeing the project activity here. So the ISO files and some other information is released 1 day ago. So let's go to the files now. So let's go to the files. So here you can see it's a CLI installer and the GUI installer. I'm going to go with the GUI because the latest version is available right there. So handheld is here, and for the desktop you can go with the desktop. And the version, which is latest version, is a 24.08.18. So this one is from 24 hours ago and 486 downloads. Let's click on the files, and here you should be seeing the 2.6 GB, which is right here, which is the last one. And also check the version, which is 24.08.18. So just click on the ISO file, and the ISO file will be downloaded in 5 seconds because it's going to create a link, and the ISO file is right here. Let's click save. Here is the download, and the file size is around 2.4 GB, and also I'm using a VPN, so that's the reason it's pretty much slow. So it should take a few minutes, like 3 or 4 minutes to download if you have a good internet speed. So we got all the information from the browser, so we need to close those things. Let's open. Before that, let's check what applications we get pre-installed. So these are all the applications you get pretty much pre-installed. So basically don't get anything from the CachyOS, just the browser and the welcome screen. Other than that, you should be getting all the KDE Plasma desktop environment. So here you can see Alfreta. So I'm far from the screen, so I don't properly say what it is, but let's try to type in some commands like a neofetch. So command not found. If you want the neofetch, you can install it on the CachyOS. So it's based on Arch Linux, so you can install the neofetch on your own. INXI. It's going to take a few seconds here. So I'm going to mention all the information here. I hope you are seeing everything properly, or else let's open other terminal. And there is a bit of lag here. As you can see, I'm trying to open the app menu. I can't open it. So I think that's an issue right here. I can't even see the display settings. Right click or left click is not working also. At least the terminal is working, so I'm going to read everything on the terminal. So you get the latest version here, which is 6.10.5. So uptime is almost 6 minutes. I'm using a 8 GB of RAM for the virtual machine, which I already mentioned. So it's pretty much using 1.35 GB of RAM right now, which is almost like a 1.4 GB. When you download the system monitor, you should be seeing it's almost like a 1.5 GB like that. So the INXI version is a 3.3.35. Here is my CPU, which I already mentioned in the beginning, which is a Intel Core i5 1240p is my CPU. So I'm using a 60 GB of virtual disk. so I already mentioned that too. Process running right now are 276. Let me type in inxi dash small b, hit enter. So host it says as a CachyOS, kernel already mentioned, and the desktop environment is a KDE Plasma. The version is 6.1.4, which is already mentioned in the official website. So distro it says as a CachyOS, and here is the machine, which is a VMware, which I already mentioned. So here is some of the graphics information. It's not completely given here, but I'm going to put some other commands to get complete graphics information. You don't need to worry, you just need to wait for it. So VMWGFX version is 2.20.0. Display is X11, which I already mentioned. Server Xorg version 1.21.1.13 with the XVLAN version 24.1.1. And here is my display resolution, which I already changed in the beginning, and the network information is right here. So these are all the same information as the above, so I'm not going to read it. So let's type in inxi dash capital F, hit enter. So you should be seeing some additional information. So you are seeing every information right here, which was already mentioned, but we need to scroll it down to get some information, like audio information is added right now. So the PyPire version you get is 1.2.2, and also ELSA version is right here. So here is the network, drives, swap, sensors, and other information. If you want, you can read it. So let me type in other command, inxi dash capital G, hit enter. So here is the information, like a graphics information, which I already mentioned. So let's type in cat /etc/issue, hit enter, and here you should be seeing the CachyOS Linux. So let's type the final command, which is inxi -sv8. So this is the command which will grab complete distro information in just a single command. So you can just type this command instead of typing all those things. So let's try to go up. So I can't go up. Let's try to go up. So let me go up and get all the information. So here is the command. So compiler GCC version is 14.2.1, and also what else we have here is the frameworks version 6.5.0. Here is the Qt version, not available. And what else we left here? WM, which is a Kwin X11, and it's based on Arch Linux, which I already mentioned. So here is some other information. If you want to get all the information, just pause the video. So on the memory, you should be seeing all the memory information. Just scroll it down and you should be seeing all the memory information. And also here is the CPU information, which I already mentioned. Let's go down. So here are the vulnerabilities. You can read all the vulnerabilities right here. And here is the graphics information, which I already mentioned, VMWGFX version. So display, XVLAN, all those things already mentioned. Here are the monitors available, or the resolutions available right here. OpenGL. Let's scroll it down. Here you can see a jack, PyPire version. So these are all the things which I already mentioned. So here is the complete network information. For example, like a Bluetooth and drivers and all the information is available right here. Unmounted USB. So you get all the information right here by typing those commands, which is inxi-sv8. And also here is the repos. If you want, you should be seeing every repos here. Here are the process. So here is the information, and also you should be seeing some additional information. INXI version, shell bash version, the uptime. So I'm far away from the monitor, so it's pretty much hard to see because of the microphone. So init systemd version is a 256. So you got all the information right here. So let me type in htop. So command not found. So let's close the terminal. We got all the information. So let's try to open other things. So as you can see, nothing working. So it was frozen in the beginning, so it's still like that. So I can't do anything right here. So I think we got all the information. So I'm going to end the video here, however, because of it's almost stuck, so there is nothing left to show here also. So you should be getting some basic things. I already showed all the information, what are the changes in the website and also from the browser and also from the terminals. So we left with nothing. So you get the KDE Plasma latest version. You already know all the changes from the KDE Plasma latest version. So we can do that, but we can do that by restarting, but I don't want to do it because it's already, KDE Plasma already has some issues. So it's completely frozen. I need to restart it. So that's the reason I'm just going to end the video here, because we wanted the changes. So I showed all the changes. So it's clearly up to you to decide whether to use this Linux distro or not. In my point of view, in my PC, it completely frozen without opening anything. As you can see, it's highlighted with the application menu here. I click it twice, so it's completely frozen here. So it's clearly up to you to decide whether to use this or not. If you already have the CachyOS running stably, so it's better to wait for a few days or like a few hours. At least watch some others videos if you want to update. Or else, if you ask me, I'm going to say it's better to wait for a few days because you already have the stable version running. So don't just update it right now. It's better to wait for a few days and then after a few days test it on your own and decide whether to update it or not. It's clearly up to you. So this was the video of the CachyOS 24.0818 version. So I'm going to end the video here. So there is also a video available in the channel which is already posted in the video before 5 hours ago. So if you want to check that out, you can check it out. So that was the video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.